Yo, we live. You're now listening to volume 35 of the Bucket Up podcast. You're here with your boy Ty Doyle, aka DJ Buttersauce, aka Ty Lante, aka your mom called me over when she wants something done. And I'm here as always with the homie Jesse Burke, the kid JB. What's good?
Y'all living good, man. We're here to see episode 35, Mama. We made it to Sunday, the day of rest, as some people call it, but it is me, the kid JB, aka could have been right last week. They tell me I'm Mr. Told You So, not because I'm always right, but when I am, dude, I told you so. Living good, dude. Feeling good. The haters are on my back. Yeah. LeBron and the Cavs survived. But anyway,
What?
we'll get to sports later. How you living? Good. How you living? Hope good. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. You said that it's like weird because it's like the haters on your back for hating on LeBron. So who's the hater? I'm confused.
Not me. I drink Gatorade, not Haterade, man.
Okay, that's wild.
People got me twisted.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I get it. LeBron made it past the Pacers, and I'm a person who like to root for chaos, but I was like, do I really want to watch a Pacers Raptors second round? So I'm cool with LeBron winning. It's all good.
But yeah, man, episode 35, Trey 5. For sports fans, a little side note real quick. I bought sneakers a couple years ago, hoping that Kevin Durant that wears notoriously number 35, ugly jersey number, but it is a cool story if you have your chance, do your homework and find out why he does wear number 35 in honor of a fallen soldier. However, I bought Knicks colored Kevin Durant sneakers, thinking he was going to come to the Knicks when he was a free agent.
Why'd you do that to yourself?
I tried to ether a scenario, but didn't work out. So now I just have cool looking KD sneakers that I broke an ankle in. By the way,
you got them long ass sneakers on.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like it's because KD's shoes are like fucking straight up boats, so like all his sneakers just look dumb long. I'm just like my feet aren't that long. I don't got small feet, but bro.
But anyway, man, side note, yeah, but we made it. We're good. Episode 35, dude. Bring me to life. I know you went to the movies this weekend too often. By the way, I clown you for that. Tell the folks what movie you saw and why it was so brazy.
Oh, you want me to spoil the movie? I'm not gonna spoil the movie. I went to see Avengers: Infinity War. That's what everybody definitely want to go see this weekend. I heard it's like already crushing records. It's probably gonna be bigger than Star Wars: The Force Awakens, which was like the biggest opening weekend for a movie ever. So there's a lot of people who went to go see it. I'm sure there was a lot of people who had never seen any comic book movies before Black Panther that went to go see it. Just a lot of Negroes and Negrettes that went to go see it off the strength of Black Panther, and they're super confused because I've seen some wild tweets. But a lot of people went to go see it. It was a fire movie. The ending is shocking. That's about all I can say. Because I don't want to spoil the movie, and especially since you haven't watched it. Like, even though I don't know if you plan on doing it anyway, you know what I mean?
Are they gonna make a second one?
Well, what? Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what Marvel is, bro.
I was just saying because you know how I'm so late on movies. I'll probably wait till like the 5th one's out, and I'm like, oh, did you guys see the first one? Everyone's like, yes, Jesse.
All right. So how it works is I mean, all these comic book movies are just like taking notes from the comics, and in the comics, you know what I mean, all these comic book heroes have like their own stories, but like parts of their stories connect together to make like bigger stories. So that's basically what Marvel did. So like all the way back to like the first Iron Man, they set out to make this movie that's coming out, that just came out. So like every movie that like in succession after Iron Man for the last 10 years has basically led up to this moment. So I mean, you can see this movie without seeing all the movies before, which was like I think like 20 some movies. So that's a lot of fucking movies. But I mean, you're gonna miss certain parts. You're not gonna know who the fuck certain people is because they're not gonna explain it to people. And that was the biggest complaint I saw on Twitter is like people who had not seen any of the comic book movies being like, "Oh, yo, they didn't explain who this character was and who that character was, or like they didn't give us any of the backstory on this." And it's like, yeah, nigga, because they gave you 2 whole movies explaining who these people are and like their backstory, and then another movie on that guy, and You know what I mean? So it's like they're not gonna spend, you know what I mean, money or parts of this movie explaining that shit to people because they're just kind of assuming that people went to go see it. But that's kind of how this movie works. So there's gonna be a sequel to it next year to like wrap it up because you need to because there's a lot of wild shit happened in the movie. You know what I mean?
You wouldn't be able to bring me to a movie like that because I'd be
Nah,
leaning over.
Yeah, you'd be like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I'd be like, "Where's Magneto? I heard he's Jewish."
Which is wow. Which would be, I mean, that'd be a fair question, but still, it's like it's a lot going on. You got to be already into it. So I get it. We were trying to force people in my work group were trying to force one guy to go to the movie. He didn't want to go, and I'm like, yo, you don't have to go. You don't fuck with the movie, then he ain't seen any of the other movie. You're just gonna be fucking confused any goddamn way. You know
That's exactly how I feel. So I'm like, listen, I'm so far behind, but hey, we said,
catch up if you want, but you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, but that would require effort.
But now the main thing though is on the internet is trying to figure out because this is a huge ass movie. A lot of people want to go see it. So the thing that I'm wrestling over is like, when is it okay to like do spoilers? Because to me, I'm thinking if you like this type of shit so much that you want to go see it, then you would already saw it like either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, or at least today. You know what I mean? But like all these people who haven't seen it yet or who are waiting are people who don't care that much about the movie. So should I really worry about spoiling it for them? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think?
It depends. I mean, I think you can explain a movie without spoiling it. You do a fantastic job, let me tell you, because I personally would be like, all right, cool, I could rock with that based off the strength you tell me. But I think when it's like okay to full blown tell the ending of a movie and shit is when the movie's out of the theaters. I give that person that time, and it's fair. Like if I jump on Twitter now and read some shit about Infinity Wars, or I'm sorry, not Infinity Wars, Star Wars, and read all that and knew about whatever, I'm okay. It was my fault for taking that long,
Right.
If a movie flopped and it's out the theaters within a month, no one's talking about it anyway.
Right, that's true. But that's the thing. I don't know because it's like I'm not trying to like go out here just to be like, yo, I can't believe that ending was that ending. But at the same time, like I got questions about this fucking movie that I want to, and like people on the internet also have questions about the movie, and like I want to talk about that shit on my Twitter. Like I want to get these questions off. I want to ask some shit. I want to talk shit. I want to make jokes, and like I just don't want to. But I don't want people like, yo, you spoiling it. Like, bro, take your bitch ass to the movies and go see that shit.
Dude, that's what social media is for. That's what allows you to critique these movies and give yourself a voice. And
exactly. Now, if I'm in the room with you and you tell me you ain't see the movie yet, don't spoil it. If I'm like, and if I spoil it, then I'm being a dick. But if I'm on my fucking Twitter page, I'm tweeting out. This is first of all, it's this internet. We strangers. Why you want strangers to do you a favor? Just stay your ass off of Twitter. If you like have legitimate reasons why you can't see this movie in the first weekend, either being something wild happened, you got a prior engagement, maybe you got some wedding shit or some shit you had to go to, so you had to hold off till like Sunday or Monday or maybe till next weekend just because you didn't want to go out to work or some shit, bro, you're gonna have to just detox from social media. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. That is fair. I mean, and shit, before social media, it was so much easier to avoid spoilers of a movie because if you just didn't see a movie, you just didn't see it.
Right.
And like you said, you could just tell your friend, hey, shut up. I didn't see that movie yet. You know?
Right. Like, yo, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
We've I don't know. We've established some ground rules here on Bucket Up about like, spoilers. We make jokes about like cult classics, famous movies that maybe no one's seen. And if it's like, you ruin it for them, it's like, bro, I'm sorry if you don't know the ending of Titanic. You know?
But I also like saying that shit that you should already know and just be like, spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, that's funny as shit.
But I think half the reason why we don't ever spoil the movies is because neither one of us see the movie at the same time. So like I don't want to spoil the movie to you. But if we both saw the fucking movie, we can easily just say, yo, this is full of spoilers, so you might want to skip ahead of some shit. You know what I mean?
That's true. But a lot of the times, if it's a movie that you've seen that I'm really interested in, I'll tell you like, yo, don't spoil it because I'm gonna see it. But something like Infinity Wars, you could tell me, and it wouldn't be a spoil because I haven't seen 90% of the
other movies. No clue what's going on.
You could tell me some wildest shit, and I'd believe you. I'd be like, "Oh no, the main character died. That's crazy."
Right. Because like I could do a whole pod on it if we wanted to, but that's just not the type of dynamic we got right now, which is cool.
And you didn't even like, hey, bro. Hey, shouts to Kurt Rogers. He liked the idea. I think it was him. I said Infinity Wars 2 and beyond. Buzz Lightyear is gonna be in it.
Oh my god! I mean, why not?
Because it's funny. Hey, shouts to me. I saw a movie, not in the theaters though.
What'd you see?
I went.
You saw Friday?
Nah, I stayed home, and me and shouts to Joelle. She's in town.
Mm-hmm.
We watched digitally. We were on the Netflix wave, and we watched a week of. Yeah,
I saw that. I didn't see the movie, but I saw like.
Bro, I will say, shouts to this. It's very relevant to the Bucket Up podcast. Half black, half Jewish. It's about a family, a Jewish father, Adam Sandler. His daughter's getting married.
Okay,
and he's so stubborn. He wants to pay for the whole entire wedding. Meanwhile, the father, the groom, is Chris Rock, and he's well off, a doctor, he's a surgeon, and he's got all buku bucks, of course. But he's kind of outcasted from the family because he did some dirt, and that's for the people to watch to find out the rest. But dude, it was so funny because
that was good. I'm gonna be real with you. I watched the preview, and that shit did not look good.
Dude, to me, and I think it was the type of like wholesome laughter. Like I just related to it a lot because the family members reminded me so much of and it was funny as shit because, dude, if a Jewish family was trying to like, it doesn't matter what the other race was. They would, if you watch the movie, he's like tries to put everyone up in his house and he tries to pay for everything and he just tries to like handle everything at once. And it's like, bro, like people offer to help and Jewish people are like, no nonsense. I'll drive to the airport at 4 a.m. and I'll pick you up. I'll wait till the next day. It's like, nah, bro. So
that shit is wild, B.
I suggest seeing it, man. It's funny as shit, bro. It's a wild crossover of Jewish people and black people. So I mean. I think you can relate on half on that.
You might have talked me into checking it out. These Netflix movies have been super mid, like type garbage.
Yeah, it's not a good movie. I'm not out here like, yo, give it an Oscar.
I know. It's just like I have yet to see a Netflix original movie that was like.
You'll laugh a lot, bro. I'm telling you, like I feel like, all right, yeah, like it's funny and shit.
But it's like also the Adam Sandler ones. It's like, oof. I've been out of Adam Sandler for a while.
This is not mess with the Zohan, bro. This is like this was a Happy Madison film. It was pretty funny, dude.
Okay.
I'm
just telling you my skepticism about it.
I will say that type of movie though, it's fair play to spoiler, and you can have
right. That's the thing too. Like, kind of getting back to the spoilers. Like, it's not just spoiling, movies. Like, you know, the age that we're in where you binge watching shit. Like Netflix drops a whole series on Netflix, and you can watch that shit in a day if you want. But like, what are the fucking etiquette on that? Like, the spoiling of that. Like, how long are you supposed to wait for people to watch a whole series that drops in a day? You know what I mean?
Yeah, someone's like, "Yo, I had Monday and Tuesday off, so I watched all of Black Mirror, like season 6. So sorry, bro." It's like, well, dude, I watched one episode.
Right. But I mean, it's just like I don't know what, you know what I mean? How long are you supposed to wait?
It's case by case, bro. I think it's every person's different. There's no rule book, and if there was one, we wouldn't follow it because.
True. You know, I think it's just on the internet. You can't. There's no holds barred. You can't get mad if something gets spoiled because that's the internet. As long as that shit don't happen like the first day, like don't be a dick and do that shit like the first day or a couple days. But like after that, bro, you got weeks go by and you get mad if somebody tells you the ending of Breaking Bad, bro. Like, fam.
It goes both ways though. Like DJ shouts to Terrio. He like DVRs a lot of basketball games and shit. Mm-hmm. And he'll come over to the crib. He's like, "Don't tell me the score. Turn off your TV. Don't tell me the score." I'm like, "Bro, what?" Nah, he's like, nope, he came over the other day. He's like, "I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me about the LeBron game. Don't tell me." I'm like, "All right." And then he's like, "I can't jump on Facebook. I gotta wait." I was like, "All right, man. We can't talk about sports right now." But
your friend's probably cool, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm spoiling the shit, bro. You don't do that shit for sports and sporting events. This ain't the '90s.
I was saying though, like it was funny as shit because That'd be funny if someone logged onto like a fan book page and was like, "Hey guys, do you mind if you guys stop talking about the movie? I haven't seen it yet." But like
Right.
they're just talking about it, and you log on to the page to tell them that.
Right? Like, what the fuck?
But
I just don't. You can't do that with sports, bro. I didn't even know people still did that. Like, yo, I gotta watch the game. Like, I can't do that. If the game's already over, the result already happened.
I
And I'm
used
not
to
gonna be
hate.
sitting here watching like, oh man, I can't believe that just happened. Like, just give me the fucking highlights, B.
I hate that argument. Back when I was like working retail, I wanted to watch the Giants and shit, and they'd be like, "Oh, DVR it." I'm like, "Bro, it's about watching it live, not
Right?
the actual game." Like,
Right?
this incomplete pass on 3rd and 10 is now not significant, knowing the game's over already.
Exactly. Like the
But
result has already happened. Like, you got to be in the moment. That's the best part about sports, that you're in the moment watching it live, and you're like, anything can happen right now. There's any possibility. You don't know.
and
But
you
like,
can't
if that shit
control
already,
it, but
right? If that shit already happened, what the fuck? I look like watching that.
that's so funny, bro. Like, oh, this play could pivot, and then it's like, nah, like reality already struck.
All right. Can you imagine watching it with something like, the ending, somebody else don't, of a basketball game?
That's exactly what happened the other day. Shouts to Terry. Like I said, he came over and he's like, I don't want to know what happened in game 6. I was like, there's gonna be a game 7. But anyway, speaking of spoiling, man, Kanye out here spoiling music. Yeah, spoiling my fandom of his.
Yeah, bro. We had a whole pod last week talking about how he needs to chill out. It was getting annoying, and little did we know that shit was about to get fucking worse.
Shouts to us for forecasting that shit.
All right, and man, so your man's comes out here, and he's talking about how he fucks with Trump, and he's like rocking a fucking "Make America Great Again" hat, and he's fucking got his hat signed, and then my man is out here. Not only so the shit where he sides with the bigot is enough, right? But also, I was pissed that this man was out here taking photos of somebody else's phone to show that like Donald Trump retweeted him, or like of like a text thing, and it's like, bro, you don't know what the fuck a screenshot is? Like, bruh, he just old man tweeting out here, like taking photos of different phones so he can like, what are the steps you have to do? You have to have somebody take a photo of his phone and then send them that photo to him so he can upload that shit on Twitter.
Not to get too political, because we're not the political pod. We're Bucket Up Pod. We're All Lives Pod. Anyway, I think it's hypocritical when LeBron, John Legend speak on something against the president. These guys need to shut up and dribble and stick to music, right?
Right.
When Kanye speaks for Trump, that's cool. That's very cool. Which that was the most uncool tweet I've ever seen, referencing the tweet that Trump sent about Kanye speaking for him.
Right.
That's hypocrisy in and fully. Kanye stick to making beats and ugly ass sneakers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now that's the thing. Like, he's saying this wild shit, but I'm not saying that like he should, like he's not entitled to his opinion. I'm just telling you that shit's dumb and I don't agree with it. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know what the fuck he's serving. So, I mean, obviously, I don't know. I can't tell if this is like his actual feelings or if he's trolling the shit out of us. But like,
dropping it out.
Right. I keep oscillating back and forth, because then he drops that one song called "Lift Yourself." Right? Did you listen to it? The songs that he dropped.
No, I'm kind of trying to stick to my word and not listening to his shit. I probably will, but anyway.
Okay, so he drops one song called "Lift Yourself," and literally it's just like a sample, and you're like, all right, this sounds like some old Kanye type shit, because it had like some soulful sample shit, like saying "lift yourself," and then he hops on the beat and he's like, "Scoopity doopity doopity doo, scoopity whoopity whoopity doopity doo," and it's like, okay, this nigga's obviously trolling us. That was like the whole song. He was doing that the whole song.
That's crazy, man. And he also called in to, like, I was listening him
to Ebro, right?
Right, and he's just like, I just called to let you know I love you, man.
Right?
I just love you. All this weird shit. I think he's showing his power.
But then he dropped the Scoopity Whoopty whatever the fuck song, and like, all right, he's obviously trolling. That's a troll, hard body troll. And then he drops another song though with T.I., where it's basically like he's like rapping about his side of everything, and then T.I. is basically taking the perspective of everybody else, saying like, "Yo, you shouldn't side with this dude who's a bigot." And then Kanye's coming back like, "That's just you guys trying to manipulate my whole thoughts. I took the Make America Great Again hat and like flipped it and made it something different." And it's like, bro, if this is what your album gonna be, you can keep that shit. Like even before, even outside of you know what I mean, me not agreeing with you, that shit just don't bang to me. I don't want to hear you guys have civil discord on a rap trap. I don't want to hear that shit.
That's what I was saying, man. Bring back College Dropout, bro. I like the old shit.
Bro, I'd rather have him rapping about getting bleach on his t-shirt from your bleachy asshole than him rap about like him and fucking T.I. having a fucking political debate on a rap track. What the fuck? I don't want to hear that shit. What is that? You know, I woke up one day like, you know what I want to hear? I want to hear fucking Kanye West and T.I. talk about the socio-political climate on a rap track. Let's go. Let's get that shit going.
There's a balance to that because it's like we're cool with Kanye or artists speaking. I mean, it goes both ways because, like, you know, if we're cool with LeBron speaking against Trump, we got to be cool with other people speaking for Trump. As blasphemous as it should be. My problem with it is just Kanye doesn't know like the toxicity that surrounds it about like someone from Chicago, like, you know, forgetting his whole upbringing just because who he is now and his success now, he's like separating himself, you know, and being a pawn and all that shit. But it goes like, I'm cool with them separating the politics from the art, but then like when they put the politics in the art, it's like, ah, man,
right?
Like,
yeah, I definitely don't hear that.
That's where it gets saturated and shit, you know.
Right, because I already don't agree with it. So why the fuck would I want to hear like 7 to 8 songs about that shit?
Right.
And that's where I'm like, I don't get what he's doing because honestly, it just sounds like so you know, we all know Kanye is eccentric and he's trying to be out of the box. But honestly, it just sounds like he think he's thinking differently than everybody else. When really he just not really thinking at all. He's just thinking like, this is what most black people think. I'm trying to be like, I'm on a different level. I'm different than most people. So this is me thinking outside of the box. But really, it's not like he's sitting down and researching any of this thing. Like he had a fucking comment where he said like, "Oh, I'm not sure if I'm conservative or not. I haven't really sat down to taking time to research that." And it's like, so you was out here free thinking without actually like giving any thought to any of this shit. And then he posted a picture of Emma Gonzalez, and then all these people, these conservatives, you know who Emma Gonzalez is, right? One of the Parkland shooting
survivors.
Yeah. So he posted a picture of her and said, "My hero." And then obviously conservatives start backing down already. Like, well, this is what, you know, worse than celebrities get us. And it's like, I feel like both sides are just really realizing that we probably shouldn't claim Kanye for anything because we already knew that he was wild. You know what I mean? Like I already knew Kanye was crazy. I didn't really need him to reaffirm my beliefs in like what I believe in, like, you know, politics or society or anything like that. Like I just was like, bro, don't do this because you're just alienating fans that, if anything, is stuck up for you against these people that you're now siding with. And like, you don't expect them to buy your fucking album because they're not. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't know if it's gonna work out for them.
Yeah, and if anything, like if he's just trying to appease like all platforms, you know, like you said, left and right, all he's gonna do is just get people from the right that are hardcore into, you know, the right politics, just listen to you speak on it, but not listen to your music, you know.
Right.
Where the people that were actually buying your music are now probably gonna fall off because of your involvement with the politics. So he probably just stepped in doo doo, Kanye.
Right. It's just like, I don't like, even if like
that's got the answers.
Trolling, and then it was kind of like, yo, it was doing that, and then he had like some profound, like, you know, thing behind it, maybe, you know, but it's just, if this is what he's gonna be doing for his album, it's like, bro, what? No.
Yeah. And what were you talking about? So Chance, threw out a tweet.
So yeah, Chance the rapper, because obviously Chance and Kanye are homies, they're friends. Chance sees Kanye kind of as a mentor. So I think he saw people blasting
as a crazy uncle.
Right. He saw people blasting Kanye. So I think he just wanted to come to the aid of Kanye, and he tweets out, "Not every black person has to be Democrat." And everybody kind of comes in like, bro, what are you talking about? Nobody said that. You know what I mean? Like people are more mad that he's siding. It's not a Democrat Republican thing. It's your boy Trump is wild, and he's been known to say things that are bigoted, racist, sexist, whole bunch of shit. Like that's a main reason why people don't fuck with him. And nobody said that every black person had to be Democrat or Republican, aside from like why that's the point anyway. And so he was starting to get dragged too. People tell him not to do it, and he kind of saw that and was like, he didn't know what to do. But then it got really real because then Donald Trump Jr. retweeted him and said, and was like, oh, it's cool to see a cultural shift like this. This is really important. And then Donald Trump actually shouted him out in the tweet. And then Chance had to quote tweet that was like, yo, that ain't it. So he had to issue a big apology saying like, yo, I just kind of wanted to come to the defense of my friend. Yeah, I know I don't fuck with Trump. You know what I mean? I would never fuck with somebody who's vile like this and that. And he was like, you know what I mean? What I probably should have done was call Kanye instead of try to stick up for him and like a little quip on Twitter. But y'all know me and I'll do better and I need to do better. I'm like, all right, we forgive you. But like, yeah, you needed to chill, bro, because it was just not worth it. You know what I mean?
And that continues my theory about like social media and shit. Like we would only know the damage because of the access to social media. Like if he just called, dude, we wouldn't have known.
But I mean, we would have known anyway because John Legend texted him and then he literally tweeted out the text and it's like, all right. But like we know John Legend. That's what Chance should have done. He should have done the same thing John Legend did. Texting him, told him his concerns. Even though it was wild, Kanye texting him back was like, "You bringing up my fans and my legacy is just a way for you to manipulate my free thought."
Like, shouts to Kanye being an angry chick screenshotting text messages.
Bro, he just sounded like it's like what a hotep is, right?
A hotep?
Hotep. It's like a black dude, a black person that's like super ultra like pro-black, but like to the point where the things that they advocate is like wild. Like they're thinking too damn deep on shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, like the Israelites?
Kinda. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, yo, black man do this and that. Like, this is why they keep holding us down for this. It's like, every white person is evil. You know what I mean? Like they go too far with the
like the hockey puck is black, so the white man can hit us with sticks.
Yes, like just too much, too deep with
gotcha.
And it's like, yeah, this racism and is profound and real, but that ain't it, fam. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, it's too much. And so that I think it's just him. He's thinking too damn hard. That's what it is. Like he's thinking he's saying these profound things. And it's like, bro, you're just thinking you too hard. You're thinking too hard, and you think you're saying profound, deep shit, but you're really just saying nonsense.
We were talking about that though. There's a balance. Like we were saying, like, man, people with money that are bored are dangerous. Like a broke person, a broke person with no money, they're not dangerous because they're not doing nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Someone with money is like, you know what? Let me start some trouble.
Right.
Just by social media. But hey, man, that's perfect. But what was that?
I think it's just like people get stuff. It's just somebody when they get something that sounds like it makes sense on the surface, but then they don't dig deeper to find like other reasons why that thing is happening. And this is what you get. Like him saying, "Oh, Obama was was president for 8 years and nothing changed in Chicago." And it's like, did you really like look that deep into it, or you just heard somebody say that and you kind of just roll with it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like you're looking at like why things ain't changed. Is it like necessarily all on one person? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's just all dumb to me. Like, and this is like different, but it's like if we are acknowledging that slavery, hundreds of years of slavery, then you got Jim Crow laws for a couple like 100 more years, and then you got segregation. You got racism. All of that happened in America for hundreds of years, and one person is supposed to reverse all the effects of that in 8 years. Does that even make sense?
You know what I mean? Magneto,
right? Like, fam, like, what is? I don't understand how people like this shit takes time. Like, bro, like, I don't understand how people are expecting so many things to be changed so quickly, and to where they'll blame a dude for not, making something all the way perfect in a short ass span of time.
Yeah, and they're like, "Yo, racism's dead because for 8 years we had one black guy in charge,
And he couldn't fix hundreds of years of
and for 6 of those years, man, he had and for 6 of those years, he had mad white people around him telling him, "Nah, you can't do shit."
right for 6 years. He didn't even have control of all the houses of government, but it's all him. Like I said, there's reasons to criticize Obama. You know what I mean? Like him, bombing people and doing certain different things. But every time I say that, like, what did Obama do for black people? Like it was just up to him to like, bro, you don't understand how our politics works. Like one dude becomes president and he's supposed to change how this whole fucking system works. You can't say that racism is a structure and then try to think that one dude can change that in structure. Like you can't believe in both things, bro.
Do you remember it was like I think it was 2008 or some shit or 7, right before Obama took. But like Bush got us like that $600 like check where like the government just like sends you that check for like $600. It was like a tax refund.
It was like the stimulus. That shit was dumb.
I was like, yo, shouts to him. That was the one time I was like, hey, all the dumb shit is we'll let that slide, bro. Like,
but that was just as dumb. It was like you give people $600 and they spend it, and then it goes back into the economy, and it's like, what if motherfucker just saved it? Then what? He just I
mean, maybe the banks benefit off the interest that are run by the government.
I guess, but it's just like not really stimulating the economy, my guy.
Or they could put that money and fucking bet with mybookie.ag. That'd be sick.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
That'd be smart of them. But nah, dude, speaking of like the social media and people coming at their necks, man, it's because like I said, everyone has a voice now. Everyone has a voice, but now the voices can be like excelled or projected on a platform that's free, which is, shouts to the First Amendment. But nah, man, like, so let me defend myself. When it comes to LeBron, I think when it comes to like, the hatred or like the jokes that, people hate on LeBron and all that stuff, it's just noticed a lot more now because we have social media. I was saying how like back in Jordan's day, like you just had people yelling at their TVs and shit.
Right.
And like you didn't see it as much. So like
the thing I do wonder if there's a lot more Jordan haters than we think.
There probably are, dude.
But they like you just didn't know because it wasn't social media.
Most of them are New Yorkers.
You know what I mean? And he wins 6 championships, and then nobody wants to say that they openly hated Jordan in the 90s, so you don't really hear about him anymore. You know what I mean?
And there wasn't Instagram, there wasn't Twitter, there wasn't Facebook. And when a Bulls game went down, all you had was TV and highlights in the newspaper, maybe radio, right? You didn't have people on social media at their will and leisure just reposting highlights of LeBron and shit. So allowing obviously people the chance to hate on a specific play,
Right.
And that's what's just so funny. So like when people come at me and they're like, bro, you're like the biggest LeBron hater. I'm like, I'm flattered you think I am, but
nah, you're not.
I'm not, And I even like have
like you in the army, like you in there, but you ain't the biggest.
But that's the thing is like I hate give me something great and I'll find a reason to be like, all right, well this happened. Like I just call it fair, man. Like there's shit that he does that's amazing. Like I've gone on record to say he's the best passer I've ever seen, like there's shit that I give him credit for that, whatever. But anyway, basketball playoffs are here, man. We're approaching the second round. Second round's actually started on the West, right?
Yeah, both the Pelicans and the Warriors played yesterday. The Warriors whooped that ass, and then the Rockets and the Jazz played today, and the Rockets beat them pretty handily. So it's looking like we about to get that Warriors-Rockets matchup everybody's looking forward to.
In the East, we got Boston Celtics without flat earther Kyrie Irving.
Without like everybody, basically. Their whole damn team hurt, it feels like.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving. And then they're going against the process and in Philadelphia, Meek Mill, the captain.
Right.
76ers.
Bro, did we talk about Meek Mill getting free, bro? That was wild. That was a great time.
Shouts to him, dude. I mean, I didn't really agree with him getting in trouble for riding the motorbike, which turned out to be he was shooting during like a music video.
Yeah, but the thing that's fucked up, the most thing is like he was still on parole for something he did 10 years ago. Why the fuck would parole need to be 10 years long?
For something so minor,
Right? Like that's the shit that was wild, and everybody's like, that's bullshit. That's just another way to try to keep people going back in and out of jail. It's like, yeah, one minor slip up 10 years later. Like, what the fuck?
Which the taxpayer pays for. It's so funny.
Right. So that's where people are kind of mad and a lot of people on the side. But like, have you ever seen anybody like, because literally 2 years ago, everybody in their mind was clowning Meek Mill. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody back to backs coming on in the club. You know what I mean? Everybody's asking, is that your girl tour or is that a world tour or your girl's tour? You know what I mean? But and now everybody's back on Meek's side. It's a come up, bro. I never seen it.
Now I think that's towards Jay-Z and Beyonce. Oh,
What do you mean?
on the Run tour.
Oh yeah, no, I feel you.
But yeah, so then East, and then you also got the Cavs, including LeBron James. With I don't want to hear it. He's got other players on that team besides him. Against
playing well though.
You got the Raptors.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, dude. I'll tell you what. The Cavaliers were up by like 15 points and squandered that lead. And then when LeBron was sitting,
yeah, they went back up.
So I mean, shit. You know, maybe
they'll do that to step up. That's all.
But that now, Game 7, fourth quarter is not the time to teach a lesson.
No. I was just saying, like they just like Kevin Love needs to play better, and he wasn't like all series. And then he came. It was him in the fourth quarter that kind of pushed him like over the top, and that helped. But it's like, bro, the other dudes need to step up. Tristan Thompson was MIA until literally this game.
He's been stressing out, man. He's got
I we got 3 girlfriends.
Yeah, bro. You can't be cheating on your wife, especially like the most famous family in the world. Right. You can't be cheating on your wife at all, bro. Stay loyal.
Right? He didn't think Kris Jenner got snipers out there?
Anyway, so yeah, we got the Cavs playing the Raptors in the other second round of the NBA Eastern semifinals. Shouts to DeMar DeRozan, man. He came out openly admitting that he suffers from anxiety and depression, and speaks on his medication and therapeutic release, and just kind of how like he thinks he's bigger than his disease and it doesn't define him. And
right.
Shouts to that because like the day after he had the dunk of the year, bro. I think it was against the Clippers or some shit.
Oh yeah, that was wild. I remember that.
And that shit went hard. So shouts to him, bro. And so I'm rooting for him and the Raptors in that series.
I think it's just another example to show that like these players are people and people don't really look at it that way. That's right. Why, like, did you see the shit with Russ and the fan?
Yeah, for sure. And we spoke about that, how like there's this dehumanization of like athletes. Like just because you paid money to watch them play a sport doesn't mean you could fucking
say whatever you want to these people.
Right. And shouts to Latrez, bro, the homie, like as a pro athlete himself, he was saying like they don't come to our jobs, and they're like, bro, you're gonna write that type of email? Like that's just whack. Like
right. And but like it's not even that. It's not even just like simple. It'd be like, oh, you writing an email, bro? Yo, fucked up ass kid probably can't even read that shit. You know what I mean? Like people say like fucked up shit like that to these athletes. You know what I mean? Right. Talking about they wives and their moms. You know what I mean? They talking about Delonte West and LeBron's mom and shit, and just getting wild. And it's like you don't expect these. Like if you see these dudes on the street, you wouldn't say any of this shit.
Right?
It'd be a rap. You know what I mean?
They'd say it on social media though, so there's also that fourth wall.
Right? It's just wild. I never get the urge to be clapping at somebody on social media or at a game like that, bro. I'm just trying to watch basketball and enjoy life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree, dude. But those are the 4 series going on for the NBA, bro. Me and Ty had some debating going on about. All right, so to the audience, bro, Ty, you don't answer this. Do you think somebody should get awarded a trophy for excelling in their first year in a organization, even though it's their second? That's my only question.
Yeah, but the thing is, he didn't actually play.
But okay, so the story behind this is Ben Simmons is a second-year player in the NBA. However, this is his first entire year playing due to injury last year. He's in the running for Rookie of the Year. My argument is that he is technically a sophomore because last year he received money from the team. He got team doctor visits. He worked with the coaches. He had professional help, whereas Donovan Mitchell, who's an actual rookie on the Utah Jazz, was in college playing college basketball. So, like, the level of like competition and treatment was well reduced on his side, and he's literally, playing his first year in the league. So give the man the trophy.
See, to
What
me,
if Ben Simmons was hurt 4 years in a row, and his 5th year he's gonna be rookie of the year?
yeah, because he didn't play. See, here's my thing on it. One, I think you would have a better argument if he actually like played like 20 or 30 games and then got hurt. But like the man got hurt on his foot, like in the preseason, didn't play any games in the season, and he hurt his foot. So it's not like he was like going through practice, you know what I mean, with the team, learning all these things, all these sets, and playing against competition and like the D League or something. Like, dude literally was like doing nothing for a year except for rehabbing. So
he got like
both of the players,
help,
yeah, but both players didn't play against NBA competition until this year. So it's like it's no different than like you redshirting as a freshman.
But it's the pros. It's different. He still got professional help.
Like my second thing of how this is whack, because to me the whole shit is whack. Because if anything, Donovan Mitchell saying that he should win on a technicality, basically forfeiting, saying that he didn't play better than him all season, and that he should only win because the dude technically shouldn't be a rookie, and like that's dumb to me. Like
no. I think he said in comparison to Ben Simmons. I don't think he says in general like, yo, I'm the best rookie standing. Like I thought.
No, but that's what he's saying. He like that's his whole thing. He's wearing the shirt that says rookie, like question mark. It's like, so you're basically admitting that like the dude's better than you, and the only reason you should win is because you don't think he's a rookie. Like, well, he should be like, it don't matter if he's a rookie or not. I think I had a better year than him.
That's true. Like, I give you that. Yeah, I give you that. But it's still just being like, bro, like.
But that's the rule.
But he's saying that's what he's strengthening what I'm saying about him being like, bro, you had a whole year under like professional coaching and shit. Like I didn't get to go to team doctors and shit. I was in my dorm room eating ramen noodles. Like I'm the rookie of the year, son. I mean, that's why I'm Team Donovan, bro. I don't know.
Nah, I don't know. To me, I'm like,
you tell us, Buckets. What do you think?
That's weak to me to use a technicality to say you should win. And also, the dude didn't play against NBA competition. Like,
did he play in the preseason at all?
He broke his foot the first like 2 minutes of a preseason game.
That 1 minute is an advantage.
Dog, no. Like, bro, nah.
I'm fighting for that, bro.
Like, you can be around NBA players and you can be like around in practice, but that shit is not the same as playing in an NBA game. You know what I mean? Like, it's just because you watching that shit up close. That don't mean you know what it's like to play an NBA game, to do a whole season, to like have the conditioning after going through college, to like keep up with everybody. Like, nah, bro.
Like Aaron Judge got rookie of the year, but he played like 20 games the season before. And it's like, even I was like, all right, well, I mean, this is his first full year, but like, but now hold on.
Even then, that's different. That's a different argument than the other one.
Well, I was gonna say, I was like, if someone else was like a better rookie than him, then they probably could have got it. But no one was better than him. But I think Donovan Mitchell is even better than Ben Simmons.
That's what you should just argue. You shouldn't even argue the other part.
But I think but yeah. But I also think like Ben Simmons shouldn't even be compared to him because he's not a rookie. That's all I'm saying. That's all I say. Like I think as a basketball player, like it depends on what the situation is. I mean, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, fuck. So, that's all I was saying though. So that's what's going on in NBA. I don't hate LeBron as much as people just know that social media exists and I have a voice, and just because it hits home to other people that do like LeBron, they just notice it more. And my boy Terrio accepted that. He said he agrees with that. Like there's bigger haters than I. And he just notices more because he cares more about what I say than strangers on the internet, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But in the NHL, I know you don't fuck with hockey that much, but to my hockey heads out there, we got the second round of the hockey playoffs going on too. In the East, it's a big deal, bro, because the Washington Capitals are playing against the back-to-back champs, the Penguins of Pittsburgh.
I'm technically a Capitals fan. I don't really need to know what's going on, but I'm sure the Penguins are gonna win. So,
I'm saying Sidney Crosby, bro, like he's going for his third cup in a row. I'm actually, I hate to say, as a Rangers fan, I want to see Ovechkin get his first ring. So I'm low key looking at Washington trying to get it. on the West, bro, the Knights are making history. The first
Right.
expansion team ever to possibly win a championship in their first season. Little corny of a name, dude. The Golden Knights of Vegas. It's kind of a double
I feel like they
entendre.
should have been the Knights, right? The Knights
Yeah,
kinda-
but like with an N, not a K.
But is it kind of like a play on like because like
Yeah, like the Golden Knights, like the
Golden
Knights.
Knights, nighttime and
Yeah,
shit?
yeah, exactly. Like the Knights were golden in Vegas, and then there are actual Knights that have gold armor.
Right. No, I get it. It's funny
And,
because
yeah,
homegirl I work with named Katie, like, because it's the second round of NHL playoffs right now.
right.
Playoffs. And so the Golden Knights already had beat the Sharks. And she tweeted saying, wow, the Golden Knights made it to the playoffs in their first year. And I had to tweet at her like, you late as hell, bro. It's like the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah. But shouts to them. Yeah, they're playing the Sharks, which I will say Sharks actually don't play hockey in real life. They
I don't
swim.
think any of these things play hockey.
No, Penguins do. Penguins do.
Oh, do
I just play hockey. Knights they joust.
The Blackhawk Native Americans play hockey.
But yo, shouts to on the other side of the West. They also got the Nashville Predators. Who for the culture, their best player is a black person. Just saying. Shouts to Ben.
I was rooting for them in the Stanley Cup final last year.
Yeah. I'm sure he gets a lot of hate outside of hockey.
I'm sure, of course.
They're going against the
The Senators?
Winnipeg Jets.
Oh, they're good?
Yeah, which I hate the Jets in any sport, so fuck them. And then we're going to go back to the East Coast where we got Boston. Fuck, dude. It seems like they win in every sport. It's fucking annoying. They're playing Tampa Bay, and that series, I think, is tied 1-1 currently, or they have yet to start. So don't quote me.
Bro,
don't at me.
Who do you think's going to win, bro?
Dude. The Penguins look good, but the Knights have been on a fucking tear. So my money's on the Knights, dude. And if you got money on the playoffs, I suggest going to mybookie.ag and throwing down some coin, bro, because the Knights are looking good. That's where my money's at for sure.
Make sure you use the promo code Bucket Up to get 50% off when you deposit, homie.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking so shout out to the Golden Knights of Vegas. But anyway, that is gonna be late this week with basketball and hockey. And baseball is still going, so feel free to bet on baseball too, man, because there's a game every day. And Ty's favorite sport is baseball, as much as he doesn't want to admit it.
That's a lie.
Yeah, I do. No, I don't lie, bro. But speaking of that, when's it okay? Transitioning from sports, bro. I have a funny story to tell. Mm-hmm. When's it okay to call somebody out or I think the balance of being rude yet reasonable. I think we've talked about on the Bucket Up pod about like bringing kids to the movie theater, restaurants, kind of like age limits on where you should bring your kids, stuff like that.
Oh my god, dude!
Right?
when we were at Infinity War the second time, because I saw it twice in one day. Somebody had there's so many kids in the goddamn theater, and it's funny because every time we go and there's kids at movies, even if we see like a kids movie, I'll lean over to Katie and I'll be like, "Who the fuck brings their kids to the movies?" Like in the middle of Finding Dory. But like we're at Infinity War, and some fucking kid is just fucking going wild in this movie, like crying. Like you got people in the movie kind of trying to shush him, and like the kid's still going, oh, and then he like walks downstairs at one point, like, man, fuck this.
Like, he's on a mission.
He was like 8 or how old was he, Katie? Like either like he was like 7 or something, crying hard body, and it's like, bro, that's not even a baby. That's wild.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I'm weird like that. I make jokes at work like, yo, my kids ain't leaving the house till they're 18. Fuck that. At least not with me. Like you're not going in public with me. I'm sorry. I'm not putting other people at risk. But
I feel like they need to have their own theater, like a baby friendly, like one movie time,
like a jungle gym.
Where you can bring all the babies in. That way, you only annoy other people with babies.
It's a soundproof room,
bro. People get so. I remember we were at some movie. I don't remember what movie it was. But like somebody's baby just kept going off. At one point, somebody had to yell like "Hey man, take that fucking baby out of here!" Like yo, that's fucked up. He said that, but he right. Get him the fuck out of here,
bro. The baby doesn't want to be there just as much as the people.
Nah, like, they don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, so it's not wrong.
Don't care that it's the 4th Mission Impossible.
The baby's like, yo, shouts to the man that gets it. Get me out of this bitch.
Right?
Nah, but me and Joel went to Outback Steakhouse last night. Shouts.
Gotta get a blooming onion.
Nah, I told you need like 4 people to eat that shit.
Bro, you just take the leftovers. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. Nah, we got we did get onions. Shouts to the French onion soup.
There you go.
And I got some wings. And dude, get this.
Outback Steakhouse and got wings. You wild.
They're delicious. Get them.
Okay.
You've never been. I told you I'll take you if you ever come down.
I'll be real. I'm not getting wings at Outback Steakhouse, bro.
I'll get them and you try one of them. Anyway. Team Drums in here, by the way. Anyway. There was a mom and a son. We sat at the bar. There was a mom and son at the bar. You know, shouts to them. Eating dinner. The mom, though, I don't know if she was sick, if she had if she was a smoker, or if she had a short larynx or something.
What?
But she would not stop clearing her throat every 2 seconds.
Oh shit!
Like this, like a engine that wouldn't start, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what was weird to me is I only noticed it when Joelle went to the bathroom and I was by myself. And you don't listen in on people's conversation, but you just naturally hear their shit more.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was telling a story about someone making that noise.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was only going to last throughout the length of that story. But then I noticed that, no, she either has a tic, maybe, for Tourette's, or all of these possibilities are running through my mind.
Hey, bitch, you got pneumonia? What's happening?
Son, but after the 100th time, it was irking me. And imagine just every time you go to take a bite of your wings, you just hear, and I was like, bruh. So I was telling Joelle, I was like, if that was my mom, I would be like, Ma, we're not going out unless you're better. If that was an illness, I'm like, Ma, we're not going to the restaurant if you're going to do that every 2 seconds.
Who goes to a restaurant sick?
That's one. Two, if it's an actual thing that she has that's I don't know, Tourette's or some shit, then,
Tourette's is wild.
Shame on me or whatever it is. I don't think that was the extreme.
It's a wild accusation.
Giving her the benefit of the doubt, which is a rarity.
The benefit of the doubt that you said she has Tourette's.
I guess that's true. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
Extreme, yo, she got a mild cough, and you're like, bro, if she got Tourette's, some sort of, bro,
and she's cool.
She just got something in her throat, bro. You out here diagnosing her.
Yeah, but dude, so mad funny because of course my Larry David situation type ass, my life leads me to these situations. So I was like, you know what? Maybe they'll just eat and go and it'll end. But of course, she keeps ordering glasses of wine. She was
in her element, bro.
Just every 3 seconds. And then of course the waitress is like, any dessert? And I'm just like, say no. And she's like, do you got a menu? And we're like, damn it. And they stayed the whole fucking time, dude. And the meal was slightly less enjoyable because of the added audio not requested. So I don't know, man. Where were you at on that? If you heard that, what would you do? Just me and Joelle slid down a seat, to be real.
For real?
Yeah, we slid down just one seat away from them. And I was like, bruh. And this was the one time I told Joelle, I was like, just keep talking. Whatever you do, just don't stop.
I don't think I've ever been at a restaurant and had another patron of that restaurant doing wild shit. I don't know. I can't think of. I know I've been there and it's been babies crying, but at a restaurant I don't really care that much because it's just a conversation. You kind of can drown that out, but I don't know. Were they sitting right behind y'all?
Right next to us. We're at the bar.
Yeah, I can see how that get wild annoying.
And I was just like, bro, if that was my sister, my mom, anybody, I'd be like, yo, you gotta cut that out. We can't.
She's out here just coughing on everything.
Dude, it was weird as shit. And I was just like, even if you were clearing your throat.
To go, my guy.
Right. And even if she was clearing her throat, she was doing a horrible job. I wanted to be like, yo, do you want me to pat you on the back or something?
Hey, man, you need a Mucinex? What's that?
Yeah, shit. I don't know. It was weird. And so.
I'm team sick right now, so I can't harp on anybody. But
I just wanted to say
you don't see me at the Outback Steakhouse right now, though.
All right. So shouts to you for being reasonable and not rude, and that's the balance. So shouts to that, man. But I think we've arrived, to our favorite part of Bucket Up, which is Song of the Week, son. Mm-hmm. I know you're bumping something new. I've been following you on Spotify. No, I haven't actually. I've been at the neck with them on Twitter about refunding me because they've been charging me, dog, for an account that's not mine. So
That's wild. You should probably just claim that account and then use it. That's what I would do. And then, like, if you can prove that you're a student, you can get half off, and you get Hulu or some shit right now for free or some shit. I don't know, but yeah.
Fine. Already got Hulu. Graduated. Don't need those benefits.
Oh,
but I feel it.
So wait, what's your song of the week, bro?
So for me, I'm back in my bag with the golden oldies, and I'm going with Big L, Devil's Son, because shouts to my alma mater, the Arizona State Sun Devils, drafting a lot of players in the NFL draft this week and year. So shouts to Big L, Devil's Son.
Okay. A lot of shit came out this week. You had, Post Malone's album drop, who I'm like very in and out on Post Malone. Like, he looks like somebody who would lick an ashtray. He looks very gross. He like a dirty dust mop. And the songs that he makes sometimes bangs, but like, if there's a type of person that really likes him, which is mostly just white people, and I don't know, like, some of the shit bangs, so it's okay. I listened to the album. I was like, people who fuck with Post Malone are gonna like this. I like a couple of the songs. They're all right. Janelle Monáe dropped the album. That shit is fire. I didn't really realize, but her and French Montana are probably the two best artists signed to Bad Boy right now, which used to be like a big deal back in the day, but now it's really just her and French Montana. And I guess if you want to count Diddy, but like, nah. But yo, so check out Janelle Monáe's album. It's called Dirty Computer. If you want that Post Malone shit, go ahead. Fucking Ray Shrimmer album is dropping this week. I'm fucking hyped. About to be a triple disc. Fucking Slim Jimmy, Sway Lee. Shout out to that dude we met at the ASU game that looked like Sway Lee. I know you remember that.
Yeah, shout out to him, bro. He's like, I do be telling girls I'm Sway Lee.
He's like, oh, that's Sway Lee? Like, I'm not. Yeah, I'm Sway. What's up? But yeah, shout out to them. They dropping the album. They just had a song come out called Close featuring Travis Scott. That's my song of the week. Definitely check that out.
I bet, bro. But yeah, for episode 35, once again, we've survived another week. Mama, we made it. Ty, I don't know how you continue to put up with me, but thanks for doing so.
That's all right. It's been good.
I am the kid JB, and thanks to all the buckets that continue to push the wave, like we said. Do so before you drown it. I know you can't notice, but we got tanks out here. It's tank season.
Oh yeah, the tanks are out. Jesse's rocking the tank.
So
we got some other tanks. Definitely check out the shirts. If you fuck with us as always, leave us a review. We got a fresh review last week. Shout out to the homie. We need more of those. Need more of the 5-star shit, because the more reviews we get, the higher we could be seen on iTunes. We can get more fans. We can do more of this shit. Follow us on all the social medias. We're the Bucket Up Podcast on Twitter. Bucket Up Podcast on Facebook, and we're the Bucket Hat Boys on Instagram, right?
Yeah, that's right. On IG. No thirst traps though. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna start dropping thirst traps, bro.
Yeah, we need this.
And just a bucket. Showing shoulder like Rihanna and shit. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna have to get
break the internet.
I'm gonna have to do it. But yeah, thanks for listening again. We out here. We out.
Shit.
I just wanted to pause for dramatic effect.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, you want to do the read now?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
The Bucket Up Podcast is presented to you by mybookie.ag. You think you know who's gonna win between the Sixers and? My bad. Let me start that over.
Yeah. Okay. And also, if you mess up, you could probably just power through and just say like that word again, and I can kind of probably edit it out.
All right.
But yeah, try to get as perfect as you can, I guess.
The Bucket Up Podcast is presented to you by mybookie.ag. You think who's going to win between the Celtics and Sixers? Do you trust the process? Do you understand the Celtics without Kyrie? If you do, man, lay down some money and get into action. It's the safest online bookstore. Booksport. My bad.
Take 3.
Dude, I'm reading the template. My bad.
I thought you edited it.
Yeah, I did, but I'm reading.
Bruh. All right, go ahead.
The Bucket Up podcast is presented to you by MyBookie.ag. You think the Sixers are going to win? Do you trust the process? Do you think the Celtics can carry on without Kyrie? Well, if you do, lay down some money and get in on the action on the safest online sports book in the world. And it's the only one that we recommend to our listeners. MyBookie.ag offers all kinds of different wagers.
Oh, I could just do that part if you want.
Oh, my bad. Okay. So do that part.
All right. MyBookie.ag offers all kinds of different wagers on NBA as well as every other type of sports and league in the world. And when you win, you get lightning fast payouts. You can even create your own player prop wagers using their prop machine. You heard that right. You can create your own matchups and wagers between any ball players that are in action that day. So go check them out now and use the promo code BUCKETUP for a 50% bonus when you deposit. That promo code is BUCKETUP, all caps, BUCKETUP, and you get a 50% bonus when you deposit. What?
It sounds like you're reading it.
I don't care.
Your voice changed completely.
We're putting it in the front. It doesn't matter. Kate out here critiquing me, saying it's
yeah, it's cool. No, it's good though. I know what she's talking about. She thinks it's gonna be in the podcast. It's a read though.
It's a read, Katie. Like people,
it's like an advertisement, like a commercial.
It's an advertisement, like a commercial.
It's like you have a friend in the diamond business.
Right? Like there's no way it'd be weird if we're just dropping that off in regular conversation.
They're gonna know.
Like, yo, you heard about mybookie.ag? Bro, if you go to mybookie.ag and put in the promo code bucket up, you get 50% off, bro.
They paid them. Nah, tell her it's all good. I understand. Nah, tell her I know what she's talking about.
I get it. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, we good.
But I think that's good.
Tell her if Katie wants to pay us more, we'll do it her way.
Wait, Katie, you want to read it? I'm not saying that facetiously. I think it would be funny though. No, why not? It's in front of us. Okay. All right. Well, I'll just stop the recording then.
All right, cool.
I'll have to edit all that shit out.
All right, man. I know you're good at it though. So.
All right, homie. I'll catch you later.
All right, man.